Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to another fantastic episode in which we definitely want to approach these changes which Rework game has just implemented right now in the game, because in this episode I'm gonna show you what's the fastest way possible to set all these gathering marches, because yes indeed, you probably can imagine if you don't have a plan, it's definitely gonna create a headache, but at the same time it's actually super worth it to set everything correctly for the future. And what we're also gonna do in this episode, I would like to make a channel announcement, which is by the way super important. So you guys know I am streaming very frequently nowadays. So up this moment I will exclusively stream just on Twitch. So it's absolutely super worth it for you to hop on Twitch, log in there and follow the channel. Maybe you can also drop a subscribe to this channel, just in case you have the Amazon Prime, because that's going to be free for you. Because a stream is always fantastic and is the fastest way possible for you to get the answers which you are seeking, because I'm always prioritizing all the questions in the chat. And once the stream ends, it will gonna take me up now roughly between 30 to 40 hours before I can upload the same content to the YouTube channel. So it's definitely worth it for you to be aware of this information. And yeah, I don't know exactly right now, but probably I'm aiming at reset to start the stream again, exclusively only on Twitch, because there are more things we actually have to discuss regarding the changes coming to TOPWAR. So good. That was the channel announcement. Now let's have a look at this tab and at these changes which Rework game has made to the Warhol, because now we have two tabs. One is the battle tab and the other one is the gallery tab. Absolutely super important. So you should definitely set this up and watch this video in order for you to set it up as fast as possible. So let's start with the battle tab, super important. So you already see me here having my setups already saved. So what you definitely want to do is on top to add an icon to all these marches. So you see the first lineup is my main navy. The second lineup is my main tanks. The third lineup is my main air force. The fourth lineup is the one I'm using to attack Dark Legions or Warhammers. The fifth lineup is an Air Force lineup, which I use in rare cases because you probably guessed it, you see Rockfield in there. The second lineup is my second real Air Force march, and therefore it has that Air Force icon. Then you have the seventh lineup, which is my second Navy march, and the lineup number 8 is my second tank lineup. Good. With that being said, let's jump to the gathering tab. But first of all, I have to give you a couple of more information, especially when it comes down to the players which are kind of new to the game. And it's super important for you to actually level up these skills as high as possible in order for you to farm as much resources as possible, because you're definitely going to need it for your research, you're definitely going to need it for your suppression. So let's start by you going into your list and just check to see your purple heroes, because they are super easy and cheap to get also the perks on top, which gives you an extra world map collection speed, also oil speed in this case. So I'm selecting this setup, which is Mr. Simon together with Hammer and together with Wade, and all three of them are for farming oil, but they will also farm Odidium. I'm gonna explain that in a minute. So once you have set this march and you have saved it, like you see here, always make sure you don't have the formation selected. Once you have done this, in order for you to sort the rest of the marches extremely fast, you have to send this march out to either a mechanical master facility or just a normal oil tile in this case, because the main reason is super awesome. You see these heroes already are showing that they are farming, so therefore you can go back to your purple heroes and see what other heroes are left. Because for example, I'm using Ishii together with Deloire together with Ricardo to farm food. So that's exactly what you're gonna do, and you can go back into that tab and preset that gathering formation, which you basically see it here on my lineup number 13. And also make sure you are selecting the exact icon. In this case, you are seeing lineup number 9 is for oil, lineup number 11 is also for oil, food, and so on. Good. Now the big question here is, should I need a special gathering setup for Odinium? And my honest opinion, that's actually not needed, because the way the game works, you're coming online, you're doing your dailies, and most likely you're gonna need kind of all of your marches in order also to join the Warhammers and so on. And once you're going offline, you're gonna use all your marches in order to send out to the tile to farm whatever you need, food, oil, or Odinium, and therefore I don't necessarily need a Odinium setup. You can do one, of course, because we have heroes giving you an extra higher gathering for Odinium, like for example Mr. Lanchester here, you see that? So what you could do, you could theoretically take the food gathering off, just like this, and you're gonna put something else, which is the unit load. And this is actually interesting, especially if you're sending this march exclusively set for Odinium to an Odinium Mechanical Master facility in order to get more resources. So let's put the food back on here, and that's pretty much everything, beautiful people. It's absolutely super worth it for you to take your time and sort this as soon as possible, because once you have done that, for example, if I would like to attack a base, in this case representing by this Dark Legion, when you press attack, you see now the tabs downstairs beautifully. This is my first Navy March, this is my first Tank March, this is my first Air Force March, and so on and so on and so on. And also when it comes down to sending to a tile, preferably of course Mechanical Master tiles, when you're pressing the reinforce button, you also see what marches are available. Now in this case, this march is sent out, therefore you have no heroes, and I can choose the next march with the next heroes in order to make sure that I farm as much resources as possible while I'm not logged in a game. So anyways, beautiful people, this is pretty much everything regarding this episode. As always, yeah, don't forget to support what supports you back, and that is me, and that is this YouTube channel, and that's also the Twitch channel. And again, it's super important to mention that I'm gonna try my best to stream as often as possible, but again, beautiful people, this will be exclusively on Twitch. So if you don't want to miss out on this opportunity to interact with me as soon as possible, to get your questions answered as soon as possible, then you definitely should hop on Twitch and press that follow button. And if you have the Amazon Prime, would be also super nice to press that subscribe button. So thank you very much, people, and don't forget to see me in the next episode, or yeah, in the next stream. Ciao, and thank you for watching.